Hello students, welcome once again in the physics online lectures. So far we have discussed in the grand canonical ensemble we were discussing the fluctuations. Now in this regard we are going to discuss the relative root mean square fluctuation in energy. So if you just have the idea of mean energy as we have utilized in earlier calculations as well, the mean energy or average internal energy, this is given by the fact that this is summation rs es e to the power minus alpha nr minus this beta es upon summation rs e to the power minus alpha nr minus beta es nr number of particles. This corresponds to the energy. Now if we differentiate this equation with respect to this beta, now so we just have this equation del this average energy upon del beta, this is summation rs. Simply if you just, this is numerator, this is denominator. What is it? It is the differentiation of numerator and as well as the denominator. So what will you do? We just have the numerator, then we differentiate the denominator. Now in the next it is minus sign, then this is the denominator, and again we just differentiate the numerator upon this denominator square. So we just calculate this value like we have obtained in the previous discussion. That what is it? If you just look at carefully, this is es square average plus this is average of this es whole square here. So if we will have this equation, it is minus of this average del E. This you can just say this is the variance in energy. As I have earlier showed you, this is the variance. This is given by del E square is minus del E upon del beta, which is having the values es square minus of this average of es whole square. Now one thing you have to just consider, if you just look at carefully this del E upon del beta. Now in this, here are the two terms are the constant. What is that? Alpha and V here. Or simply you can just say what is here? Alpha is related with this fugacity, it is by e to the power minus alpha. So we will have an alpha constant, means you can just say z is also constant. By this factor alpha is constant, so then you can just say this z, this fugacity is also constant in this one. Fugacity is also constant because alpha, it is the constant here. So we can have from here, you can just write here, from here you can just have this value, or you can just simply write here del E upon del beta. What are the constants are? Alpha and V. Now we can just write simply Z and V here. Or you can just have the value, this you can just say that this del average of this variance whole square, this is equals to, you can just have, if you just substitute the value of beta, you are aware of the fact that beta is what? 1 upon kt. If you just calculate del beta, it is minus 1 upon kt square times of del t here. Just substitute the values in place of this del beta. You will have this variance in energy. This is kt square times of this del E upon this. You can have del t here. And you can have Z and V. Because alpha is constant, so we have just simultaneously write here fugacity and volume to be the constant and this equation. Now one thing you have to just consider, if you're just looking at these values, this is del average of this E upon del beta. Now in this case this is alpha and V. So since you know that n is not constant, it is a contribution should be there because of fluctuation in n here, because number of particles are here, fluctuation is n here. Meaning to say that if you just look at this equation, since we know that n is, this is not constant here, so it is a contribution should be there because of the fluctuation in number of particles n here. So therefore now you can just see that it becomes this energy is a function of this temperature and number of particles here. Now it is a function of, you can just have E is a function of this temperature and number of particles. Now just look at this equation. I have earlier said to you E is a function of this temperature and number of particles. So just by writing here, so this differential dE can be written as this is, because it is a function of what we can write, it is partial derivative del E upon del T here, and this n and V t is the constant, this dt plus this. Now this dE can be written as, because it is function of temperature and this number of particles, so we can have dE, this is del E upon del T, n and V, this is dt plus del E upon del n, T and V at constant, this is dn here. So we can just write from this equation, if you just have this value, you can have this dE upon this dt. What I am doing? I am just dividing by the term dt. So this can be written as, if you just look at here, this is del E upon this del T and this is here, you will just number of particles and volume to be constant. Now in the next term, you will just see del E upon this del N at constant T and V. Now the next term, here it is dN. So we can just write del N upon del T, this Z and V to be the constant. So if you just have this equation, or simply you can just write this equation as well. This is simply, you can just write here, it is Cv plus this simply del E upon del N times of this temperature volume constant. Similarly, it is here del N upon del T and this physicity and volume to be constant. So this is the values of our del E upon del T. What is the importance of this? If you just see, we have calculated this invariance or variance, this del E square we have calculated earlier. It was coming out to be KT square times of this del E upon this del T, Z and V constant. So we have, suppose this is equation our 2 here, like this was equation 1. So what will we do? Thus we will substitute the value of equation 2 in equation 1. By substituting this, you can just have this value. You will just have to see it. It is here KT square times of this Cv plus this is KT square times of this del E upon this del N times of this temperature volume, and we will have del N upon this del T, Z and V here. Or simply you just solve it, you will have this equation. It is coming out to be del E upon del N TV time. Suppose let this equation is our equation 3rd here. And what is it? It is this del E. You can just have square here. So these are the 3 questions you have to consider. Now one thing you have just considered, we have this average number of this particles. What was that? In terms of the Q potential as well as grand canonical ensemble partition function, you will have this del upon del alpha times of ln of this partition function. This is the grand canonical ensemble partition function, or simply you can just write KT times of this del in terms of Q potential. It is mu Vt upon this is del mu, and this V and T, it is constant here. Or simply you can just write here minus del upon del alpha times of this Q potential, which is ZVT. So these are the equation for the average number of particles. Similarly, you can have this average energy. What is that? If you just look it carefully, average energy is minus del upon del beta times of this in terms of this Q potential. It is this Q, physicity, volume, temperature. Or simply you can just have this value. This is here minus del Q upon del beta. This is ZVT here. It is the, because Q is a thermodynamic potential which depends on which value? ZV. Z is physicity. In view of that, we can have this del N upon this del beta, and this is alpha V. It is equals to, we can write del E upon this del alpha volume and temperature. It is constant here. So we just equate the value. Now you are aware of the fact that what is del N upon del beta? If you just calculate this value, this comes out to be, similarly you can just have, this is minus of KT square times of this del N upon this del T, and Z and V are constant. Now this del E upon del alpha, you can just have value, alpha is minus mu upon KT. So similarly this is minus of KT del E upon this del mu, temperature and volume are constant, because we are just substituting simply beta is 1 upon KT. So we have substituted the values of del beta in this equation. We are considering that these are equal. So similarly alpha is what? Our mu upon KT minus mu upon KT. I am just substituting the value in this one. So we have obtained this equation. So what will you do? We will just have substituted the values in this equation. Now we will substitute. Now from here, just look at here, what we will get? You will have from these 2 equations, we will have del N upon this del T at constant JV. It is coming out to be 1 upon T times of this del E upon this del mu times of T and V. So from here we have obtained equation. Now we will substitute in equation 2 this values of del N upon del T. In equation, we will just, suppose this is equation 4, I will just substitute this value of equation 4, in which if you just look at here, this is our equation 2, which we have earlier derived, keeping or considering energy to be a function of temperature and number of particles here. Now I am going to substituting in equation 2, and again in substituting equation 2, after that I am going to again substitute the value of equation 2 in equation 3. So from here, if you just look it carefully, what is it here? Del E, this square is equals to, we will have this KT square times of this CV plus this KT square, and it is del E upon this del N, and this is T and V constant. It was here 1 upon T. I am just going to here substitute the value del E upon this del, it is mu times of this TB. Or you can just have, if you just substitute the value, it is KT square times of CV plus this is KT, because 1T is going to cancel. We will have KT times of this del E upon this del N times of TV, and it is here del E upon this del mu times of this TV. So if just now in this equation, in place of del E upon del mu, we just have to consider. Now this, you just look it carefully. Now del E upon del mu, it is a function of this. You can just have del E upon del mu, keeping temperature here temperature volume is constant. It can be written as or rearrange that this del E upon this del N, and this is del N upon del mu, and this is temperature and volume, it is the constant. I will just substitute this value in place of this. So we will have, just look it here carefully, we will have this is equals to, we can have KT square times of CV plus, now this equation is del E upon this del N TV, and it is whole square. Now this is, you can have del N upon this del mu, this is here T and V here. But you know that this minus of del N upon del alpha, this equals to KT times of del N upon del mu. This is equals to, what was that? This is del N. This is the average value of del N square. Or simply, this you can just have the value, just this del N upon del mu, just substitute the value in this equation. So we will have, just look it here carefully. This is here, this is simply mathematics KT square of, see, I am just substituting the values. Here it is KT times of this, you can have, it is here del E upon this del N times of this TV, and what is here, just substitute, this is del N whole square, it is 1 upon KT here. In this, it is going to be cancelled with this one, and we will have this variance delta E square, it is equals to KT square times of CV plus this is here del E upon this del N TV, and it is whole square times of this del N, this is square here. And you are aware of the fact that this del E, what is it? It is simply E square minus of this whole square, and it is minus of del E upon del beta. So either you can have, this is KT square times of del E upon del T, or simply what you can write here, KT square times of CV. We will have this del E square is equals to KT square times of this del E upon this del T, alpha and constant, or simply you can just have KT square times of this CV plus this is del E upon this del N T V, this is here whole square, and it is del N whole square. What is this? This is again the value of del E square. It is the variance. This is the equation we have obtained in this one. So look at this equation. This is the variance we have calculated energy. Now just look at this equation. What it signifies? This is the variance we have calculated in the grand canonical ensemble. So you can just say that thus in the grand canonical ensemble, variance in energy, it is made up of two parts. You can just say the first part, first term, it comes from the canonical ensemble. That's why I have written here the canonical term. You can just say it is the contribution from the canonical one. And this second term, it arises or it comes from the, because of the particle number fluctuations. Because this is del N, it corresponds to, so this part is from, you can just say it is the contribution from the canonical one, and this is the second term, it is because the, you can just say particle number fluctuations. It is the because of particle number fluctuations. You can just say this second term becomes very much important, this term. It becomes when we discuss the phase transition. You are aware of the fact that in phase transition, you can just say this del N, del N square becomes excess exceptionally large here. You can just say this del n becomes exceptionally large. So you can just say that thus, because in the phase transition this value becomes very large here. So we can have the relative fluctuation in the, you can just have this relative fluctuation in the grand canonical ensemble to be, you can just have, this is del E square upon, you will have this average of energy. This is equals to, we have calculated here, it was coming out to be kT square times of this del E upon this del T here, alpha and V to be constant upon it is here. You can just here, this is what is energy? It is 3 kT. Now for the second term, if just look at here, this is here kT square CV plus this is here, you can have this del E upon this del N T and V, it is constant. This is whole square here, this term is whole square, this only this term del E upon del N whole square upon it is here this 3 kT. In support of this, you can just have this is of this del N square upon this N here. You just see here del N square upon N here. So the relative fluctuation in the grand canonical ensemble, this is del E square. You can just have this del E square upon this average number. This is average energy. This is kT square times of del E upon del T and alpha V upon 3 kT plus this is kT square CV plus this is the term which is coming in the grand canonical ensemble one. So this is the, you can just say that fluctuation in the grand canonical ensemble, because we have discussed in the grand canonical ensemble two cases. Two cases means one is the case which we are discussing, the grand canonical ensemble relative root mean fluctuation in number of particles as well as the, you can just say the relative fluctuation in the grand canonical ensemble in the energy. So this is the important discussions regarding the grand canonical ensemble. In the some of the books you will just find the calculation is not so much easier that I have applied here, so it is much more easier to understand, and I have just look at it carefully. I have solved it step by step for your convenience, so it is much more easier to understand, and you just have proper application of this the grand canonical ensemble in various competition exams. So thank you. Subscribe the channel. Thanks to all.